Now, the situation in Italy is tragic.
Everywhere you go, everyone has a mask on.
Groups of 4 or more have been banned.
You can only go outside if you're doing sport or if you're walking your dogs. If you're going to the supermarkets, you have to be alone, and they've even placed out marks on the floor to help you distance yourself from other people.
And visitors from abroad are required to download like a smartphone app that guides them through like the self-checks for symptoms. So for example, I have this app on my phone where I tell the government if I have any fever, if I have a cough, if I have a sore throat, if I have if I can't breathe well, and then I click submit and I just send to the officials.
Our country was one of the first ones to close down their borders. Firstly, we were criticized by the European Union, but in the end, it was definitely the right thing to do.
For anyone who's coming into Shanghai, they had to put them in quarantine, no matter if they're infected or not.
We can't leave our houses. We can just leave to go to the supermarkets or to clinics or hospitals.
I think it took our government way too long to realize how much it would affect us. So now we just have a huge shortage of medical supplies. And it also took people way too long to start socially distancing.
In Argentina, there are more people not following the isolation procedure than people infected.
Our streets are full of policemen who must control that everyone is following the rules.
Hospital beds are like running low, respirators aren't being able to be provided, and they're having to use triage to decide basically who gets treatment and who is f***ed.
The crazy thing is that our president is more worried with the economy, his reputation, and the unemployment rate than our actual health.
Bolsonaro stated in one of his latest announcements that the pandemic is nothing more than just a little flu.
I understand his concern with the economy, but I mean, is it really worth losing lives just because we want to keep the economy moving?
Here where I live in Mexico, our president has not spoken publicly yet about the outbreak.
In fact, what is actually happening in Mexico is that people are taking actions in their own hands and decided to self-isolate since the government hasn't really declared a state of emergency.
Delivery system still works, but restaurants and stores and any commercial business in the streets are closed. We do see a lot of delivery people on the streets though.
There's a honestly, a financial destruction with small businesses, and it's painful. But the government is trying to do as much as they can to help with that financially.
The saddest thing about this is to see that many people cannot self-isolate because if they don't go to work, they don't eat.
Here in Venezuela, lots of people can't afford a bar of soap or food. So I ask myself, how are they gonna survive?
I'm just, glad that I was one of the international students from my college that was able to make it home. I didn't get to say like a proper goodbye to my friends because since it was spring break, I was just like, yeah, bye, I'll see you in a week, it's whatever. And now, I won't be seeing them for a while.
I'm sad. I mean, we're all sad. We feel like Corona has robbed that experience from us.
It's pretty weird at home too because everything is empty and all the streets have no people. Even Times Square is dead, and it's very strange. Very unsettling.
Stay home, it's difficult but not impossible.
Honestly, the greatest struggle through the whole thing right now is that because I go to school in the US, online classes are still taking place. And thus, the online classes are happening in same time zone as the East Coast. And that's a 12-hour time difference from Hong Kong. And so my classes are happening past midnight, from 9:30 all the way honestly to 2 a.m. And it's a painful transition.
It's much harder when it's online. Right now I'm flooded with work.
Who knows how long this is going to go on for.
As an introvert, I thought it was going to be heaven, but no, it's torture.
At least I'm with my parents and my brother, and I'm not just by myself.
It's been one of the most boring experiences of my life.
So as you can see, I drew quite a bit because I was stuck at home for a very, very long time.
I'm just learning all this stuff, I want to master something. That's with all this time, I feel like I should master something, just get really good at one thing, magic tricks or Rubik's Cube. It doesn't really matter, but I just really want to, try to get determined and do something.
If I do get any free time, I'll be honest, I'm just procrastinating and just playing on the PlayStation or something.
I've used a lot of TikTok lately.
This is affecting my sanity, to say the least.
Back when Asia was the only continent with the virus, racism emerged from everyone else who wasn't Asian, like everywhere. People like me would be denied Uber rides and basic human interaction with people who aren't even Asian.
I saw a lot of these like YouTube like videos where Asian Americans were attacked in subways in like Toronto and like New York.
Even a friend of mine who lives in New Jersey told me that no one would talk to the Asian exchange students because the entire school thought that they had the virus.
It's not time to be playing blame games on anyone. It's not time to be trying to like blame the situation in one country.
I'm really scared of the individualization of nations. I think that this will halt a little bit of the globalization that we're seeing for the past decades.
Everyone became so selfish. I mean, supermarkets have ran out of masks, hand sanitizers, cleaning products, and even toilet paper, which happens to be a product that doesn't even correlate with COVID-19.
But at the same time that I'm seeing this political individualization, I see a lot of social solidarity from people all over the world.
People are more empathetic.
Cuba has sent help to more than 62 countries, and Argentina has offered to send help to Malvinas.
Pollution is dropping, wildlife is responding.
It's helping us to take care of each other and to be patient and to pause for a minute and let the world breathe.
I mean, the smog has cleared out in LA and you can finally see the cityscape. I mean, dolphins and fish and swans have returned in Italy.
I feel like coming out of this, everyone's gonna be so excited to do such mundane things.
This lack of social interaction is really gonna make us value more the time we spend with others.
We can learn to value things that we always take for granted.
I'm gonna be so excited to do everything once I'm out of here. I'm gonna go like sit down in a restaurant. I'm gonna be like, this is revolutionary, this is amazing.
Just be grateful. Grateful for what you have, for your family, for your body that works and it's healthy.
Stay home, please, if you can, and let's help each other.
This is the only way we are going to beat the virus. If we stick together, but not together, just together as a society.
And stay home.
Stay home.
Stay home.
Stay home.
Stay home.
Stay at home.
Stay home.
Stay home.
Stay at home.
Wash your hands, be safe, and peace out.
Also, stop freaking buying 50 rolls of toilet paper because we have no toilet paper right now. Okay, bye.